Hi, my name is Ali, and today I will be talking to you about two figures of speech. First, let me set the scene. These are medieval times. Imagine a castle set atop a hill overlooking a coast. Here the king reigns over 6 regions and a number of small islands. A number of people live within its walls, but the most notable character is not the king, but the fool. So an excerpt from Royal Assassin by Robin Haw places the fool in the king's chambers speaking to the king's manservant Wallace. So Wallace says, "Begone, fool! You've been in here twice today already. The king has already gone to his bed. He has no need of you." Fool's reply, "Twice shall be thrice, Wallace, dear, and your presence replaced with my presence. Toddle off hence and tell Regal all your tattling. If walls have ears, then so must you, for you've already the wall's ass. So ears are filled to overflowing with the king's business. You might physic our dear prince while you enlighten him, for the darkness of his glance methinks betokens that his bowels have backed up so far as to blind him." Wallace, "Dare you speak so of the prince?" The fool, "Speak so, speak sow. I doubt not that he hears all that you do. Do not vent your wind to me, Wallace dear, say that for your prince, who delights in such puffing. He is at his smokes now, I believe, and you might gust at him, and he shall drowse and nod, and think you speak wisely and your airs most sweet." So this is an example of paronomasia, and otherwise known as punning. And its uses are it's a play on words and sometimes on different senses of the same word and sometimes on the similar sense or sound of different words. It's also used a lot in Shakespeare's play, but you can see it here, the name Wallace, and then Wallace, presence, present. Punning can be used in rhetoric for humor. It can be used, as in this case, for mocking someone, or you could use it to show your wit. So this next excerpt is from the same book, and it shows the fool looking into the future and describing a song written about the fall of a village. The king, "Speak, fool, remember forward for me." The fool, "They made a song about this town. When it is sung in a tavern with the refrain hammered out to the beat of ale mugs upon a table, none of this seems so bad. One can imagine the brave stand these folks made, going down fighting rather than surrendering. Not one single person was taken alive and forged. Not one. Of course when you're drinking and singing you don't see the blood, or smell the burning flesh, or hear the screams. But that's understandable. Have you ever tried to find a rhyme for dismembered child? Someone once tried remembered wild, but the verse didn't quite scan." So this is called anargia, and it's a term for a visually powerful description that vividly recreates something or someone in words. Anargia relies heavily on emotion and body language of the speaker, and the speaker should also be using active words and the active voice when describing a situation. And here you can imagine them pounding or hammering their ale mugs on the table, and you can see the blood and smell the burning flesh, or imagine the screaming that this was happening at this town when it was being raided. So why is anargia useful in rhetoric? Because it can incite a feeling in the audience. For example, if you're a lawyer and you want to persuade the jury that your man is innocent, then you can vividly describe a good deed that your man accomplished that would show he's of good character. Another example of anargia being used in the description of a man and woman gave moments after evacuating the World Trade Center on 9/11. So the woman says, "We saw a shadow that looked like a plane. Then all of a sudden, boom, boom! The ground started shaking. We saw debris falling down." And the man, "I thought we could outrun it, the smoke cloud, but we couldn't. It was pitch black. It was like a comet just hit the earth." So as you can see, those are very powerful descriptions from an event, and it gives the audience a lot of emotion. And those are the two figures of speech that I have chosen.